I'm in the Yorkshire spa town of Harrogate. Just over my shoulder you'll see a street that is completely dominated by estate agencies. But I've come along to see a local entrepreneur who started one of the UK's first independently owned agencies dealing entirely in overseas properties, both brand new and resale. And he's been monitoring some interesting trends in the overseas market. Before the launch of the new business, A World Overseas, investors typically research destinations and properties at shows in hotels, over the internet, or from a handful of developments offered by high street agents.
Brazil, the whole South American market is quite interesting. Brazil, Argentina, those areas, very competitive prices, economies are getting better.
Former telecoms executive Vas Agridhiotis struggled to get the right information and support when he tried to buy a property in Cyprus. He then came up with the concept of an overseas property showroom on the UK high streets, where people can browse property and ask advice 7 days a week at their convenience and with no pressure, just like buying a property in their own hometown.
You will get an end-to-end service. So we will help you, first of all, choose a property. And that could take a couple of hours, it could take a couple of years. So it depends purely on yourself. So we will look for a property, we'll either show you properties that we have, or we'll show you, or we'll look for property and do a property search for you. Once we've done that, we'll arrange for you to go out and have a look, because we always recommend that you have a look. Once we've done that, and you find a property that you want to buy, we will help you through the whole process of finding finance, with lawyers, and all those kind of associated things which generally you're left to your own devices if you go elsewhere.
Now, if you've ever bought a property abroad or are considering buying a property abroad, you'll know that it's a potential minefield from a legal, a planning and a structural point of view. So how can an agency here in Harrogate possibly provide a better service than an agent or a lawyer on the ground in the country where you're making that purchase?
One of our mottos is overseas property British reassurance, because we always recommend you use a lawyer. Most of the lawyers that we will recommend are UK based, with links and expertise in the country that you're purchasing in. So number one, you've got the advantage of the English language, so you can understand very clearly what you have to do, what the process is, what happens next. And number two, they have the expertise that you refer to in the local market. So they will have links to local lawyers in the local market who will have that kind of extra little bit of knowledge that you need to complete a transaction.
Where appropriate, A World Overseas will help clients through respected and trusted partners including Barclays International and Fox Hayes Solicitors. The company has already sold investment and holiday homes to a wide range of customers.
We've got probably over 3,000 properties on our books. We also have links with agents in most of the countries that we deal with, so we have access to their resale properties as well. And a new angle, which I don't think really is an angle that has been explored before in the UK, are the mass of people who've bought property in the past who either want to upgrade their overseas property, so they bought in Spain, they want to buy a new in a different area, or a larger or downgrade their property. We will market their property for them to UK buyers.
The UK obsession with owning property has moved to a new level, and it seems that with rising property prices and more than £23 billion invested by Brits into overseas property, the concept of the overseas estate agency is going to be a high street reality.